Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining in. This is September 20th. We all are gathering here today for the weekly CAPI release team sync. CAPI is a CNCF sponsored project. So we abide by the CNCF guidelines. We use our raise hand feature to speak, and we basically don't speak over each other. And we give everyone an opportunity to share their thought. Today we are gathering here to share updates about the past, all the things which has happened since last week in CAPI release stuff in that area. Today we don't have Furkat to lead the meeting since he's traveling. So I'll be taking it over. So the first PSA we have is from Furkat. He mentioned that patch releases version 1.5.2 and version 1.4.7 will be cut next week on Tuesday 26th. It's an ask on CI team to keep a close watch on the CI signal, release branch and the release branches closely, so that the CI signal is green before we cut the release. He also mentioned that security scan GitHub actions are failing currently due to false positive. Fix on the way, nevertheless, jobs are not release blocking. Okay. Thank you, Furkat, for putting that in, getting it to our getting it onto our radar. Second thing being discussion topics. Let me share my screen. Not sure if you all can see the screen. Are you able to see the improvement task screen? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll probably pause for a minute over here to hear back from any one of you if you have any updates on this one, on the improvement tasks.
My task, I had Christian asked me about adding a unit test, and he also asked me about some improvements. So I have done those things. It's waiting for review. If I asked Christian to review it again. Also, if release team also want to check it, just go there and review it.
Is this the one?
It's yeah, this one. Yes, this one.
Okay. Thank you for that. I'll also take a look, but I'll have this posted in our meeting note so that thank you, Adil. Anything else from you?
Nothing else on these tasks. I can check other tasks also if I can take any other. Once that one is merged, check the list.
Cool.
Yep, that's mostly from us.
Cool. Thank you. Anyone else have an update? Going once, going twice. Cool. I have an update on this utility to create issues on the provider repo. It's basically an utility which is going to blast create a lot of issues on the provider repos. And I have it ready, just waiting for some LGTMs. So if you all want to take a look, I put it in our meeting notes. Please feel free and add your thoughts. Okay. Moving on. Updates from the release leads. Do we have anyone from the release leads, Shadow? Okay. So Furqat mentioned that from the discussion from last week, his PR maintainer is open to add issue template for publishing project updates. For comments from comms team, and what do you think about this in terms of effort versus value it brings? I can't find the link to the PR. I tried looking for it. I think I'll probably bring this up again later on in our later syncs. But yeah, this one is a call out to the comms team. Probably please reach out to me or to Furqat on getting more update on the issue template they have opened for project updates. It'd be good to have your opinion on the effort versus value it brings. And moving on to the CI team, we have a bug triage session tomorrow. That's at 2:30 p.m. UTC, 7:30 a.m. PDT, and according time zones. So please feel free to join it. It's kind of localized for just the release team for now, since this would be the first bug triage. We'll be joined by Killian. I guess we might have other folks also join us from the maintainer side, but I'm not really sure at this point. But we'll be looking into dual stack failures on main, which has been a little flaky, and we'll have a live debug and look into that test. So if you all want to get a head start or something, maybe try running the dual stack test locally, so that we come prepared with better questions, or even just showing up it'd be great. That's all from the CI team side for now. I didn't see the chat, sorry. Okay. Any updates from the comms team side?
Not that I know of. I think
Hey,
there's
hey,
some
Michael.
PRs in flight, but I'm not like updates that I know of.
That reminds me, I think we were waiting for Willie's PR.
Yep, that's the one. It's the one at the top right now, like hack head. Yep.
Yeah, it'd be nice if folks can take a look at this and share their thoughts. Cool. Anything else? Does anyone have anything else to bring up on and talk about it? Hey, Guillermo.
Hello, everyone. Sorry I couldn't join it earlier.
No worries. We're about 5 seconds, 10 seconds away from closing the call. We basically went over all of the stuff. There's not a lot of updates as of now. Just that we'll be having, one of the PSAs is that we'll be having CI bug triage session tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. PDT, 2:30 p.m. UTC. So I was inviting everyone, and nothing else. But I think great timing. Do we have any updates on any of the stuff you'd want to mention on the release team doc up from the comms team? I did put in the Willie's PR, which he's looking for a review.
Good question. So aside from the individual updates from Michael, I don't know if William's here, there is nothing for the overarching team except following up at some point on what Furqat, I think it's here in the agenda. You probably guys already talked about it, about this weekly update or whatever it is, if we are going to synchronize with this team, etc. So I have my own opinion, but I guess the only update is we need to somehow make a decision on that. But yeah, I don't know if you guys already talked about it.
Are you talking about the weekly update PR, or are you talking about the project updates template?
The project updates template.
I see. I couldn't find the PR, honestly. So I just noted it on the call saying that maybe we need to get back onto it later on.
Yeah. So, okay, let me rephrase it. More than PR is and go review it, etc. Is this something that we're interested in doing? Are we willing to take on the effort? Because this is not a one-time thing. This is not an improvement task. This is an ongoing responsibility that we are maybe going to take, right? So I think everyone here needs to chime in, because if we say yes, this is work that we are accepting for ourselves for the foreseeable future. My opinion is that before that template PR is not ready, we should probably shouldn't do it. I think it's too blurry what needs to be done. And once that PR is ready, then maybe. But I think we need to consider how much work is going to take up every week, and if the value that we are getting in exchange for that work is worth the effort or not. And this goes back to what is the goal of doing this. And I think Stefan proposed a very interesting idea, which is this will give more PR, right? This not PR, not in the pull request. Like, this will give more publicity to our project, right? It will make it better known in the Kubernetes community, even CNCF overall. So maybe that will attract more contributors, more people working, maybe more users, which is always good for the health, right? But do we think that there's risk reward, right? Do we think that whatever are the maybe possible benefits of doing that are worth every week compiling a list of changes, etc.? That's the question that we need to answer. So I don't think we need an answer now, but it will be great if folks can start thinking about this problem.
Just to clarify, by the project updates, does that get published on the GitHub, or is it more related to where does that updates show up?
That's a good question. I think there is some kind of like either newsletter or website that has these updates. I can dig a little bit more because I remember Stefan publishing a link to something.
Is it about the Kubernetes news or some blog post which he had published?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Okay.
So yes, so there is some, I don't know if it's Contribex or who else, but it's someone in the overarching Kubernetes org that deals with compiling this information and then makes those updates. I don't know if they're weekly or monthly or whatever, but yeah, it's some kind of like blog post or newsletter that a lot of people, or it probably has more reach than our own release notes, etc. So people can see, oh, this project is doing this thing, this project is doing this thing. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Oh, I have a link. Let me post it in the chat if people are interested. Oh yeah, it's called Last Week Kubernetes Development.
Oh, okay. Let me put this. Okay, makes sense. Cool. Cool. So I didn't have a lot to share from my side. I think we went over all of this. Thank you, Guillermo, again for jumping in and adding more context to LWKD. I couldn't think of last week in Kubernetes. I was trying to get the abbreviation right. I was like, what could it probably mean? But all cool. Yeah, nothing else from my side. If we do not have any more updates, we can close the call. See you all at Cappy then.
Awesome.
Right.
Thank you, everyone. See you later.
Yep. Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you, Nawaz.
Thank you.